Hi, everyone, and a great good morning to each one of us. I woke up this morning truly inspired by sending this message across, and this is all about what's going on in our reality in the current times. 2019 comes in, and a whole lot of our realities are shaken up and being questioned. Coming February that just went by, what I've realized as a life coach, as a therapist, as a healer, that the intensity of people having breakdowns has suddenly gone up to almost 10x and more. And what's really this indication about these breakdowns? Our financial realities are breaking down and rearranging themselves. Our bodies are breaking down, and the cellular structures are really calling out for some rearrangement in the way we treat our bodies and our physical quotient. Our relationships are falling apart, and it really seems like all of existence is tearing apart to give us a new message. And why are we not being cognitive enough to interpret this message that's going on? So allow me today to give you a little deeper understanding of what this is really all about. So when you look at these new energies, it's basically an invitation for human consciousness to wake up to high levels of understanding of a true divinity that we hold within us. What does that really mean? So we all have God energy within us. When you understand this whole scheme of life, we are just mere puppets, we are mere robots, controlled or managed by a very bigger infinite intelligence. But the funny thing about this intelligence is when we were created in times in the beginning, this energy, a part of this energy was put inside us, and we were given immense levels of consciousness to function our reality with our own choices. And obviously we were given our negative and our positive emotions as tools in our toolkit, so that when we would go into the game of life, we would need these emotions and our ego construct for self-preservation and defense mechanisms. But somewhere along living life, we have learned to mismanage ourselves, and we have learned to mismanage these negative emotions that were given to us, and we've started projecting these on other human beings, and we forgot the whole purpose of life, that we came here to just upgrade our own souls, our individual journeys. And we are so caught up in this whole matrix of wondering and wanting to change everybody else and wanting to sort out everybody else like everybody's broken. And that's not really the context of life. The context of your life was to find the divinity within you, to wake up to the high power of consciousness within you, and to become the little gods on earth and create peace on earth. And that was this whole game and this whole matrix designed, and that was the intention of this game. And today's energies that we are living in this new dimension is just a wake-up call that we give up all of those stagnated, stuck, negative emotions, negative ways of being, contracted realities that we carry forward within us that become our vibration and are creating our reality. My dear friends, this is a new vibration that we are living in on planet Earth right now. And your old negative ways of being are not going to sustain. Any mindsets, any thoughts of poverty, of ill health, of I don't deserve, I am not good enough, I am not capable, anything that keeps you trapped in a negative matrix of lack of self-worth is going to fall apart. And this is actually a friendly gesture from the universal energies for us to wake up to the divinity available within us. So, and it's obviously based on free will. My dear friends, I want you to understand this from a different mindset. So if you're dealing with depressive disorders, if you're dealing with financial breakdowns, if you're dealing with your relationships falling apart, if you're dealing with some disease in the physical body, this is an indication that something inside of your cellular structures, something inside of your mindset, something inside of your way of handling your emotions and your way of managing life needs to change now. And the answers are not outside you, the answers are within you. So use these energies as a strongness and not as a wrongness. Don't be scared of what's happening. So if your body suddenly erupts up into a tumor or probably into grave disease or a fever, it is just your body cannot hold that negative disease anymore and it's trying to release it. But then we get caught up in our fear mechanisms and we run here and there and we get trapped in this whole construct of our limited consciousness and limited thinking that we are the victims to our disease, we are the victims to our financial realities, and we are the victims to our relationships. God did not create you to be the victims of your life. In fact, when He was creating you, this infinite energy, He gave us a brilliant human brain with immense levels of intelligence and consciousness. He gave us these hands, these legs, these limbs, such an intelligent, beautiful body, so that He could put a piece of His energy inside us. And that's why we call the divine creator the Paramatma. And a piece of that Paramatma is inside us, which is called the Atma or our soul consciousness. And all of these energies that are invading our personal spaces are just an indicator for us to go within ourselves and to find divinity within us. Stop focusing on what other people are doing to you and go within. Dive within that deep sea of consciousness which is hidden deep inside your souls and find your lost souls, my dear friends. And this time is truly an indication for peace on earth. The golden age, which is the Satyug, is not far from us now. And when each of us individually wakes up to that divinity within us, together collectively as collective consciousness, we can create the golden age. And this is the time. And these energies that are invading our personal spaces are just an invitation for us to unfold divinity within all of us. My dear gorgeous friends, your body, the most sacred space on the planet, the most divine essence of creation. There can be nothing more divine than your physical body that houses your emotions, that houses that divine Atma, and that houses your brilliant, beautiful, intelligent brain or mind. And when you get a grip between all of these and you learn to align all of you, that is the day you have a complete grip on your life and you become the creators of your reality. So don't allow anybody to convince you about the wrongness of these energies. It is falling apart, and that's a reality. But chaos only manifests creations. So when you're looking at creating a new reality, you have to dismantle the old reality, and dismantling happens only through chaos. So all the chaos is only going ahead to create a new reality for you, my dear friends. So look at all that's going on from a more cognitive space, interpret it from a much more creative space rather than a destructive space, and allow these energies to take your life in the right direction. There is great love for you and support for you on this planet. And at this moment, only the strong souls have chosen to come into life to go through this transition from a third dimensional reality to the fifth dimensional reality. Understand this. It's very important you understand the reality of what's going on and learn to deal with yourself. Once again, my lovely souls, there is great love for you on this planet, and you truly belong to this planet. You're worthy and you deserve all of that beautiful space, that beautiful abundance that our universe holds for you. Just be an open portal to receiving all of this. And once you clear the vibrational debris that's functioning in your cellular memories and your cellular structures, you're going to be an infinite ocean of manifestation. And I love each one of you all, and I'm here to support you and answer all your queries about this video. Just feel free to ask me questions.